Gentlemen, if it's all right with you, in the waning moments of the show, I want to reward our listeners for getting through, this very intelligent and highbrow discussion of the economy. And I just like to shift gears like I said, in the waning moments of the show, as a little reward to our listeners, I'd like to shift from the realm of the economy to the realm of the personal, the social, and crash outs among messy bitches who live for drama. And Felix, I think you already know where I'm going with this one. But
I think I do too.
But
unfortunately,
our old pal of the show, Will Summer, made note. He highlighted a sort of a social media Twitter flame war that's going on that is roiling the world of racist white woman Twitter, and basically this is a highly personal. and bitter feud that basically got started when it just basically all this is going on among a group of women who have all been fired from jobs at right-wing media outlets for being too racist, even for like the Daily Wire or Rebel Media. And like all good conflicts among women, this started with an engagement photo. And basically the players here include Sarah Stock, who is a open white nationalist who was fired from Rebel Media for being too racist. A man named Ian Smith Sr., who refused to close his gym during the pandemic. Emily Wilson, who is a sort of MAGA influencer, and Morgan Ariel, who was fired from Turning Points USA for being too anti-Semitic. But
Morgan I'm sorry, I know it's a stage name, but Morgan Ariel is such a you weren't even trying to make a girl name there. I mean, that is the most entry level girl name. That's like me when I'm 16 and someone asks me if I have a girlfriend and I panic. What's her name? Morgan Ariel.
And I guess in going through this, this is sort of like I said, the racist white nationalist sort of housewife influencer contingent, and I think the thing to keep in mind when I read some of these exchanges is that virtually all of these figures have a follower of Christ or something about Jesus or being a good Christian woman in their bio. So I really enjoyed where this went. But basically, it began with Sarah Stock, white nationalist, announced her engagement by posting a photo of her hand and engagement ring on Twitter with the statement, "I won." And that took a turn when Emily Saves America replied, "The ring size skull emoji." And she was sort of throwing shade on, I don't know, the size of the rock or that it was too big for her finger. I don't quite know.
Her hand was too big.
Her hand was too big. Okay. So Ian Smith Sr., the one man who got involved in this drama, then quote tweets Emily Saves America and says, "Unwed, childless Fox News girl boss who complains when women make sourdough now hates on the ring size of a happily engaged young woman. Congrats, bozo. You're a feminist." Now, but then Emily Saves America clapped back at Ian Smith Sr. and she writes, "Between allegedly cheating on your wife, being caught with a dildo up your ass, killing a teenager with one of your first 2 DUIs, you really should sit this one out."
I love when these people argue because the things that it reminds me, it's sort of like an inverted version of those DIY house call out posts.
Yeah.
Where it's they accuse her, they're like, "We're accusing this former roommate of rape, gaslighting, not cleaning the dishes."
yeah.
Not sharing his Netflix, killing someone.
It was the anti-woke version of that. Yeah.
With these people, it's always like you tried to sell one of your kids on Facebook Marketplace. You shot someone in the head. You have a Dominican friend.
Yeah, exactly. Because in here it's killing a teenager in a DUI is on the same level as being caught with a dildo in your ass.
I love the phrase "caught with a dildo up your ass" because it's not like he had photos leaked. It was just like he was sneaking around.
Yeah.
and they found him.
Well,
he was like he thought the dildo was like Solid Snake's box. What? How can they see me?
Well,
got doxxed though. I mean, respect.
yeah. Well, like I feel like we talked when Pandelo time was on, like there's something we've talked about where it's like the right wing is now in the second Trump term is experiencing their sort of sort of influencer boom that the left went through in like 2017 and all the commensurate infighting and backbiting and stuff. And it's like back then, like our version of it was like Amber Frost pushed a person in a wheelchair into oncoming traffic. or no, it's just like, there are no wheelchair accessible DSA meetings, and you want to do Action T4 to all of us. These ones, and I gotta give the right wing credit. Like these ones go to like in one or two tweets. It's like you were boofing heroin up my husband's ass.
They do go pretty hard. Like I have to give it to them.
Yeah, these are awesome. Some right-wing fallout, like Lauren Southern wrote, I always refer to it as the worst post of all time, her divorce post. Like sometimes it's a snoozer like that one.
Yeah.
But other times where it's like, when it's this specific thing where it's revealed that like no one in this space likes each other, that they're all just waiting to attack one another. I mean, I love that this all started over an engagement photo. This is like what pit bulls would act like if they were capable of speech, just constantly attacking each other.
I mean, I think they put us to shame. I think they put left sectarianism to shame, honestly.
Oh, yeah. Well, because left sectarianism is like, you wouldn't share, your Hulu Plus account in an anarchist house, or you're a centralist. How dare you? This
Will and Felix are dim sock revisionists. It's just like you didn't.
I've never gotten into an argument with someone who and I don't argue with people in the way that I did in 2017 because I read a Ben Mora post that changed my life in my mid to late 20s when he said, when I go to someone's feed and they're constantly fighting with people, I think that they're like Trisha Paytas. I think they're insane. And I thought, okay, that's completely correct. I have to stop doing this. But when I did in 2017, imagine me and someone going back and forth and two posts in, they're like, oh yeah, at every DSA convention, you're getting your asshole popped out.
You're shooting heroin into your dick hole.
Yeah, you're getting slutted out at every labor notes.
Okay. But
every time I log back on Twitter now just to see what's going on, it's like checking the dumpster fire. It's like, oh, what's happening today? Oh, people are yelling at dildos up their ass.
Yeah, every day it's like the end of Reservoir Dogs, but with 20-year-old women who are all Nazis.
Yeah, it's another Pandeo time thing too. You remember what Jake said about how you can tell that this trad thing is in its last phase because Cheeto steering wheel cover print girls are all joining it.
Yeah,
that's where
Cookie Monster pajama pants.
Yeah,
girls.
That's what this is. These are the girls that I knew when I was in high school. Who it was always oh, I'm leaving last period English today early to go fight a girl on the other side of town. They were just always the type of girl who's always wearing pajama pants and always beating the shit out of other girls for no reason.
I didn't even get to the best of these exchanges. So when Morgan Ariel, it's Morgan Ariel, and by the way, she chimes in and adds Emily Saves USA and says, "You give it up for free, ho. Might want to sit this one out." Saying if you have sex outside of marriage, that's giving it up for free. But I did check out Morgan Ariel's Twitter account, and I love her bio, and I just want to read it here. This is the account of It's Morgan Ariel. Nationalist, Christian cultural commenter, lioness for Jesus Christ, fashion designer and CEO at Shop One God, and VP at needmyexcuse.com.
That's very humble to only be a VP at needmyexcuse.com.
Yeah.
Well,
what a resume, though, man! Jesus,
I president and CEO of a t-shirt company is why not just also make yourself chairman of the board?
Yeah, And
that is not making T-shirts is not like that is not a job that needs any corporate structure. Like, I'm sorry.
Also, did she say lionist for Christ?
Lioness for Christ.
Yeah.
Is that like Lion-O from Thundercats?
Yeah, I mean, his wife, Lion-O was, is a good traditional Christian.
I've never heard that before. That's great.
It's weird how much Christians like lions. Yeah. It's like, weren't they enemies at one point?
You would think it'd be the opposite, but
yeah, exactly. So Morgan Ariel jumps into the fray and says, "You give it up for free, ho. Might want to sit this one out." And then now H. Pearl Davis, another one of these women, she chimes in replying to Morgan Ariel and replies, "Morgan, you are a single mother with a public video admitting you have HPV. You may also want to sit this one out too." To which Morgan Ariel replies, "You suck black dick and probably have AIDS."
Jesus.
Is that her medical opinion?
So it's I think things are escalating quickly. Emily Saves America replies to Morgan, "Morgan, your baby daddy abandoned you. You're raising a bastard child, but yet somehow, some way, you think you're better than me on anyone on this app. You gave it up for free, got left in the dust, and now post rage bait on X to supplement the inadequacy of your monthly child support payments."
What's your child's bastard last name if he was conceived from a Twitter guy?
Post.
Yeah,
John Post. John Post. And I just want to get to this is my favorite reply, and it's from Morgan Ariel replying to Emily Saves USA. She says, "None of that is true, Emily, but unlike you, I don't lie. So here are some facts. You got fingered in the middle of a hotel lobby at a TPUSA event while everybody watched and there were families around. You brag about having sex with married MAGA dads and doing drugs. You have been completely ran through by both single and married men in the right wing. You call young virgins losers and encourage them to have premarital sex, and you're pro-abortion. You are a disgusting feminist whore with a Jezebel spirit who uses filters in all of her videos and lives in rebellion to God while grifting off the conservative movement and simultaneously trashes women who desire to live God-honoring lifestyles because their engagement rings didn't cost enough or their lifestyle isn't flashy enough. But yeah, I'm the one who needs money, you gold-digging hoe. So yes, I am better than you."
I laughed at the idea of Matt Schlapp quoting this and being like, I was the one who finger blasted her there. Yeah. I apologize. I was definitely having sex with a woman. I'm one of the MAGA dads she fucks. I'm too horny for women.
Man, they are airing the dirty laundry.
Yeah.
Salacious.
What were the logistics of her getting fingered at TPUSA? Because I haven't been to a TP. Will, would you call that after that weird event we went to?
That was a TPUSA event.
Yeah, okay. Well, you could finger blast someone there. It was in the dark.
Right next to the life-size cutout of Tom Brady and Tim Tebow.
I don't think I've told this story on this show, but I went there with a date. And this awful little he looked at,
how did that pan out, Felix? You're like, I got a really cool party in Chevy Chase, Maryland. I think you'd like to join me at.
I mean, she was already DMing me, so she knew that it was going to be this, or we were going to watch Hitler's Evil Adventures in Antarctica, my YouTube playlist about Nazi bases in the South Pole or something. She was in for something. I think she enjoyed herself. I haven't talked to her in many years, but I'm sure she loved it. But anyhow, there were all these young conservatives there, and they all look like sort of ill-fed Ironborn from Game of Thrones. And this little,
and those guys already look shitty as hell.
Oh yeah, no. This one was really little. He was this girl was tall. She was
I'm trying to make Morgan Ariel my salt wife.
Well, he just approached her, I guess, which was confident of him, and he just went, "How old are you?"
Oh my God.
And she was like, 30, and he went, "Wow, you look great for 30."
That's what's known as negging in the sort of seduction community.
Yeah, and this guy, she was tall. She was like 5'11", but she looked like a foot taller than him. Like, I don't know. I mean, maybe there are more suave types at the TPUSA events that happen in the daytime in hotel lobbies and not at nightclubs with cavernous men's rooms because it was a Benny Johnson event. But
in Chevy Chase, Maryland.
Chevy Chase. But yeah, I
sorry, National Harbor, Maryland. I should correct myself.
Was it one of those, because I haven't done this, okay? But I as someone who used to work at a bar, you would often see like a gross couple where the guy is like, "Oh, I'm gonna finger bomb my wife. I'm gonna do some spear fishing under the table." And it's really hot because I'm not allowed to do it. But if someone walks up to me, I'll just pull my hand back, and they can't prove it.
I mean, Lyndon Johnson used to do that to women when like Lady Bird was in the front seat of the car.
While driving? That's really
no. He was in the back seat. And Lady Bird was in the front seat, and their driver was driving the chauffeur. You know, I think that's in one of those Robert Caro books somewhere. At least someone told me that, and I believe it.
I guess she wasn't too good at hiding it because Morgan Ariel found out about it. I mean, this is just so middle school.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's like, this is exactly the kind of thing that happens in like 7th grade, like on the playground or something.
Yeah, I was picturing like it wasn't a surreptitious fingering. It was like a booth. It was like right next to Change My Mind. Change my mind. Make me come.
Well, I mean, this is like, you know, this is like Bravo style drama, but like, I like the sort of added flavor of all the white nationalism as well, because like, they're like, Pearl, you dated a black guy, and she's like, he's not black, he's Dominican.
I love that guy, Pearl's boyfriend. He's so funny. He has a good pinned post where it's like, I've been dating in Dallas for 2 years, and I learned the hard way. There are good women out there, but you're going to have to compromise on either debt, weight, or kids. And it's like, what, debt? Like, I'm sorry. I've never like been into a woman and been like, wait, she's in debt? Disgusting. Throw her in the trash.
I guess it just shows like she's not she's not Sigma enough. She doesn't have the personal responsibility to grind and have, be financially responsible, and it's not wife material.
Well, I think it's hot when a woman's deeply in debt. But yeah, that guy, her boyfriend, loves saying that I always thought the Jesus and Miro joke about that, like, I'm no black, I'm Dominican, Pop. It was so funny. Yeah. I didn't know that there were still guys like trying to pull that off. Yeah. It's like, buddy, we can see you. It's sort of like the inverted version of when guys are like, oh, you think I'm a white man? Well, I'm Ashkenazi Jewish. Those two things are like cousins.
Best of luck to these aspiring Magda Goebbels. I hope their story ends in a similar fashion in a bunker or hotel room somewhere. But let's
or a hotel lobby.
Hotel lobby. Yeah.